Hello and welcome back to my channel, guys. As you can see, I'm starting to post more frequently, which is something I promise I will keep doing. You heard my promise. That's my promise. All right. So this channel is obviously gonna be about personal growth, finance, and much more similar topics. But let's talk about today. Today's topic is gonna be about good habits versus bad habits, and this is pretty much falling under the personal growth category. So let me start off. The reason as a person you want to obviously have the good habits is because you want to show personal growth and become a better person. So let me get straight to it and I'm gonna start with the bad habits actually, the bad habits. Because nobody's perfect, everybody has a bad habit and you might want to change yourself obviously. All right, let's go. So, I'm looking down because I got my notebook right here. You know, I can't just say everything on the top of my head. So you got to be a little organized. See, that's a good habit, be organized. So let me start off with the bad habits. So one of the bad habits, number one, would be no sleep. So obviously, if you want to be working with a 100% of yourself, you don't want to show up with no sleep anywhere. You gotta have your brain at 100%. Feel me? And you need sleep. It's not good to have no sleep, obviously. So bad habit number two would be laying in your bed doing nothing, which is pretty much being unproductive. Is what my point is. Every day you want to live it like your life, so don't just be in bed all day long. Like, come on, do something productive. Feel me? Whether it's working, your side hustle, or etc. You want to be productive. Don't just lay in your bed and do nothing all day. So number three, which I pretty much just covered it right now. Actually, I said laying on your bed doing nothing. This goes towards watching Netflix all day long, like watching TV. Like, come on, guys, let's get up, let's do something productive, and let's make ourselves a better people as the day progresses. You know what I mean? Another thing could be playing video games all day long. Like, I myself, I'm a victim. Well, I was a victim. I don't do it now. I don't do it no more. I promise you guys. I do productive things now. So video games is actually, you could play video games all day long. It depends what you do with it. Like, you could do it to build the channel. You could do it to Twitch, all that types of stuff. As long as you're being productive with it. But a lot of people just play it and just to waste time with it. They find it entertaining. Don't get me wrong, you could treat yourself and have some fun, but be productive with what you do. You know what I mean? Another one. This is the big one. It affects a lot of people actually. People are on their phone all day long, doing nothing with it. They're just scrolling through social media, and they're just looking up and down, doing nothing productive. So you can see a lot of these bad habits tend to be unproductive, which tend to be, I don't want to say this, but a failure or a loser in life, and they just complain, do nothing good, and they wonder why. So this is something that you got to change in yourself in order to be a better person. Another one would be hanging out with the wrong crowd. I've seen this a lot going through high school. A lot of people who had a lot of potential were hanging out with the wrong people, and that messed them up, and they didn't realize it till, let's say, 2 years into it, that they were with the wrong crowd, and that messed them up and set them back. So that's something you might want to think to yourself in your head, like, am I with the right people? Are these people the right people for me? Because you always want to be with people who are better than you as in they have a really good mindset and they're trying to get somewhere in life. You know what I mean? So you gotta hang out with the right crowd. Another bad habit could be living by the check. This goes more into the finance spot. You don't want to live by the check. Obviously, you want to build assets instead of liabilities. I'm gonna go over that in another video, what's an asset and what's a liability. But you don't want to live by the check, guys. And as I said, I'm gonna go over that into another video. Another very bad habit a lot of people have is wasting money on the wrong things. For example, let's say you go doing shopping and you already have let's say 20 pair of shoes. Why buy 21? You know what I mean? Unnecessary things compared when you can be using that money to invest, which is something I will be talking about soon. So stay tuned for that. So wasting money on the wrong things. Another thing you could be doing wrong is eating horrible. I know a lot of people, the minute they see food, don't get me wrong, everybody's hungry, you're normal, but come on, why are you gonna go to McDonald's 6 times a week? That's horrible for your health, and it's just not right. So obviously, instead of eating horrible, eat healthy. Obviously, that's another thing I could talk about, which is your health. Health is wealth. You want to have a very good health, and eating comes a big factor into that, guys. So what you eat matters. You want to eat healthy, obviously, and stop wasting your money on fast food places. Um, Another bad habit is just pure laziness. There's those people like they're just pure lazy. Like, come on, guys, wake up. You want to get somewhere in life, you can't just sit down and just do nothing all day long and complain. Complaints, man, it's insane. A lot of people tend to be jealous of others too, which is a horrible habit. Stop focusing on other people and focus on yourself. You know what I mean? Like that time you're focusing on that jealous person while they're progressing, you're just there like complaining. Like, come on, man, grow up. All right, enough with the bad habits. Let's go into the good habits now. This is where you want to pay attention, obviously. All right. So a good habit is something I could relate to, which is what I'm doing now is I'm starting to read. As much as I hated English class in high school, I'm starting to like read. I'm not gonna lie. Reading is very good for you. You obtain a lot of knowledge and you learn from that. You can relate it to your life and stuff. Depends what book you like to read or whatever you like to read is about. But guys, you gotta read, especially as you get older. You learn a lot more, especially at this age where you're young and you have the potential that can bring you anywhere in the world. You know what I mean? You gotta read a lot. Another thing is becoming an early bird. Instead of staying up till 3 a.m., 2 a.m., or whatever time and barely getting sleep, you gotta have a nice 6 to 8 hours of sleep. That way you can become an early bird. Waking up in the morning, the day just feels so much better and longer. So that's something, that's a good habit. Another good habit would be doing your bed every morning. As simple as it sounds, it's discipline, and you teach yourself how to be disciplined, which is a great thing to have. Another good habit would be invest in yourself. When I say invest in yourself, it could be just like I said earlier, buying yourself books. It could be a course on how to build a website, like those type of things, which is something that's very, very unique, and you'll thank yourself 15, 10 years down the line how you invested in yourself, and it shows personal growth and you learn so much more off of it. Networking is a huge thing. That's another good habit I was gonna say. Networking is a very, very good thing to have. This also clicks in with coming out of your comfort zone. Some people are not social, and that's something you would like to work on yourself, which shows personal growth also, because if you're not social, they're gonna hold you back from a lot of things. Now it's like really competitive. Let's say if you want to get that one job at a huge company, you're gonna need to be social, speak to that person, and come out, because if not, the other person's gonna beat you to it. So it's very good to be social. You gotta network, get your name out there, and don't be shy. So that's another thing I'm gonna say. Coming out of your comfort zone, like I said earlier, it's a very important thing to show personal growth and do. What's the saying they have? What is it? Make the uncomfortable comfortable, which is gonna personal growth, and you're gonna learn a lot more. Like I said earlier, it's a very good thing to do so. Another good habit would be obviously being productive. Like live every day like it's your last. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't hold nothing back. Well, obviously don't do nothing dumb either, but like you want to grow as a person. So being productive is a huge thing. Like, organize your day. You're gonna say like waking up at 7 a.m. At 9 a.m. I'm gonna meditate. I'm gonna read at 10. I'm gonna eat at 10:30, etc. You know what I mean? Plan out your day and be productive. Another thing I wanna add as a good habit would be learning how to forgive, which is something maybe it's falls under more like your mental game. Learning how to forgive is a big thing. Not everybody's perfect. Some people make mistakes, and you have to learn how to forgive in order to grow as a person yourself. Another good habit would be become a flexible person. For example, if you come into a job, let's say, and there's people that you feel like you don't get along with them, become a flexible person comes into a big play. Who would you rather choose if you were a boss? Would you choose a person that just likes these certain people? Would you choose somebody that can work well with anybody? Obviously, you want to pick that person who can work well with anybody. So being a flexible person comes into a big consideration. You don't want to be just that. You don't want to be just like a normal everyday person that only likes half of the people at the job. You want to be somebody who's very flexible in order to work with anybody. So being a flexible person is a big factor in general, and it helps you out a lot in life. Another good habit is obviously to exercise. When you're exercising, it's not just you looking better as a person. You feel better mentally. It helps you clear out your day, release stress, which is a big factor. So that's another thing. Exercise is a big personal life changer, and you feel good about yourself mentally and physically. Something I'm gonna be honest, something I need to learn, probably get better at, should I say, is learn how to cook. That's a very good habit. When you learn how to cook, you obviously stop eating that fast food, and you learn how to cook, and you become more of a healthier person in your body. Well, at least I'm hoping. Learning how to cook is a very good life strategy. You become more of an independent person also when you learn how to cook. So for sure, I gotta learn how to cook. And lastly, which is something another video that I can put onto if you guys want, which will be create or learn a side hustle. A side hustle is something, for example, once you come out of that 9 to 5 job, let's say you do from, let's say, 5 to 9, you're working on your side hustle, which is something you want it to become your main income. So a side hustle is something you like to do. Don't just do a side hustle because you've been hearing on in this YouTube video. Do a side hustle because it's your passion, it's something you hope to do, and you want to drop that job where you're standing there doing something you're not actually happy, or it's not something where you feel you're gonna see yourself down 10 years happily. So that side hustle is something very important. Do research, obviously, know what you want to do. For example, if you're an athletic person and your side hustle would be scouting, do your research, connect, network, and work on your side hustle. So pretty much that's it for today, guys. There I give you bad habits and good habits. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments. If you have anything to add, feel free to add in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe for more videos, and let me know what videos you guys would like to see in the comments. So thank you guys for staying in and listening to this. I'm out, man.